Hi, Matt here from the Fitter Confident Universe. Hope you're safe and well. Lovely to have you back. Today going to be talking about one of my favourite free tools, MyFitnessPal. Why are we talking about that? Well, it helps people understand what they're eating. And by people, I mean my clients, but also you. And maybe you'll be my client one day. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Specifically, I've been eating my own dog food. What an awful expression. Let's brush over the fact I said that. And using it again recently. I wanted to, just sharpen up my skills in terms of remembering how much food I'm eating, working out what's in my food, am I eating enough protein, things like that. And that's what MyFitnessPal can absolutely do for you in a really simple, easy to use, not scary way. And it bloody works. So, if you're ready, let's get started. So what is MyFitnessPal? I'll tell thee. It's essentially a database of, I think, about 18 million tracked and categorized foods. Literally everything you can imagine is in there. And if it isn't in there, there's something very, 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 very close to it that you can use. More on that in a second. When you first download it, just get the free version. If you really love data and numbers and want to dial into things, you can absolutely pay for the premium one, but you definitely don't need the premium one. Start with the free. It's all I use, and it absolutely has enough data and info to help you understand what you're eating and basically start making the right choices or more mindful choices for your fitness goals. Remember, eating just a little bit less is all it takes, little bit less than you need, to create what's called a calorie deficit to start burning some fat, i.e. Eat a bit less than your body needs and you'll start using your reserves a little bit more. That way is sustainable. That's the Fitter Confident You way. When you first open the app, it might look a bit confusing or overwhelming. As all apps develop, they keep adding more overlays and different menus and things at different heights. Don't worry. All you need to click on is Diary at the bottom. Before we even get into this, some people also go, it's going to take the fun out of food. It's so confusing. I won't have time for it. Let me reassure you, it doesn't take the fun out of food. It just lets you know what you're eating, which I think as we get older is quite useful to have that understanding of what's in our food. What does this mean? And most clients go, oh, it's actually pretty eye-opening to understand that had that in and that actually didn't have as many calories in as I was thinking. And this isn't something I want you to be tied to for the rest of your life. You don't need to. Here's the thing. Humans are creatures of habit. We so often eat the same food over and over and over again. So once you've done that for a few days and tracked it, you'll realize, oh yeah, okay, so I know my breakfast has 350 calories in. Cool, don't need to track that. Next. So the more you use it, as with most things, the more it gets easier, the more you'll understand it will just start to fit into your life. Like I'm doing at the moment, I'm dipping back in to tighten up what I'm doing just to make sure like my guesstimates haven't slipped. But basically, it just is there to help you, as I said, understand what's in your food and make those smarter choices as and when you want to. Okay, let's go deeper into the app. Click on Diary at the bottom and today will come up. It's blank at the moment and there's space for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Brilliant. What we're going to do is click on breakfast. Now, you won't have any saved entries in there if this is your first time of using it, but you see there's a search button. Click in there and type bing, whatever you had for breakfast. Very simply, it will come up. I'm 99.9% certain what you had for breakfast will be in there. So click on that. Now, it may not be the right amount to track what you had. It may not be the same. It may be the same amount you had. It might not. If it's a portion thing like a slice of bread, sometimes that will come up as one serving of one slice of bread. And here's the thing, really simple maths is all it takes to master this. And if me, a personal trainer, can understand and share it with the world, then you can understand this maths too. Or in America, math, singular. So if you had half a slice of bread for breakfast, I don't recommend that, have a bit more, you'll be hungry. You would go into where it says one serving of one slice of bread. You click on that and both options come up to change. And you can change the one at the top to however many servings. And you can change the slice of bread usually to 100 grams of the same product. If, for example, you were weighing that. More on that in a second. But if you had half a slice of bread, you would change one serving of one slice of bread at the top to 0.5 one slice of bread. There's your half of bread. Click, tick, boom, boom. That was funny. That will go into your diary, and you will see at the top that's tracked, and that will start a cumulative total for the day. Easy. Okay, what's next? What's next is, ideally, you need a pair of scales. These are about £8 from your local Argos or Target or wherever, or just steal some from your, I don't know, your flatmate or something. You don't even need the super precise ones. You probably need slightly better ones than those weight ones that they used in medieval times. But it's just a standard set of scales is all it takes. I say that because weighing your food, and again, people might, from the outset, might go, oh, that's taking the joy out of food. It isn't. This is just it's just a tool to help you understand how it all works. So let's look at another option for breakfast. So my protein shake for breakfast is 4 scoops of protein powder, which have oats mixed in. So it's quite high in calories and protein and carbs. You're only tracking calories here, so don't worry about anything else for now. The serving, because it's a mass gaining shake, is 135 grams in total. Now, I've been actually cutting my calories recently, just being on a small, consistent deficit, practicing what I preach. And so as opposed to having my previous 2 scoops before my workout, 2 scoops after my workout, I'm now having 1 scoop before my workout, 1 scoop after my workout. So I don't get to that full 135 grams of serving. So here's what you do. You go into the search, you click on breakfast, you click on the search bar, you type in, blah, 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 bing, whatever it is. I'll come to that in a second. Type it in. And it will come up with, usually, especially if it's a well-known thing, it will come up with the recommended serving. So the recommended serving is 1 times 135 grams. But I'm not having 135 grams. And I'm doing it in 2 separate things. So I might want to see how I'm having it during the day. So, yes, because it's 135 grams and I can't divide that number by 4 in my head, I got my phone's calculator out. And what I did, I had 1 scoop, which is 135 divided by 4. Remember, there are 4 scoops in that. So that serving was 33.75. So I click the servings and I change at the bottom to 1 gram and I change the top number of servings to 33.75. 33.75 times 1 is 33.75. Boom! Again, there's your serving. Tick, tick in your diary. Now, here's a clever thing. If you know, and I normally do, that I'm going to have the other half of that protein shake, as opposed to putting it in twice, I'll just do what half the 135 would be and put it in all at once. So that would be, checks notes, 67.5 times 1 gram serving. Now, a couple of other smart things. There's a barcode scanner. What? So when you open up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then you click in search, a little barcode icon appears to the right. Click that, your camera will open if you've given it permission, and if you've got a barcode on your food, scan it. It will so quickly bring it up, and you can instantly go, click, save, choose the right amount, in. And it just adds to that running cumulative total all day. Couple more things. I know I've been rabbiting. Yeah, rabbit's in there as well. Delicious rabbit. People often say, oh, but you know, I eat out a lot or I cook a lot and I can't be bothered with all the bits. I get it. You don't need to track all the bits and bobs if you're cooking at home. Like, especially, most vegetables are basically free. I don't want to say free because that's a SW's thing. They're very low calorie. Certainly, like, peppers, I mean, there's nothing in peppers. They're just water, basic coloured firm water. Don't think you've got to put those in. They are so low in calories. Tomatoes, like all vegetables, apart from when you get into the potatoes and the pumpkins, but green vegetables and salads, stuff like that, basically, at the start, I would track it just to see, but after that, you don't need to track it. And then if you're eating out or having a takeaway, so recently I had some lovely dim sum. Of course, the company that we got from wasn't on MyFitnessPal, not a problem. I just searched for dim sum meal, and I knew I'd eaten a lot, so I put in, and the dim sum meal came up as 1,000 calories. Perfect. I put that in. If I felt I had a bit less, I could have done 0.8 of 1,000 calories, i.e. 800 calories, and that would have been my dinner. But equally, it's better, if you're trying to lose weight, it's better to overestimate, because then you'll be like, oh, I've used up my calories, just making you more mindful. Right. I hope that helps. Load stuff there to get started with. Also, when you set it up, it will help you choose some sensible targets. Equally, if you don't feel they're sensible, don't listen to MyFitnessPal. It can be a bit tight. And you don't need to starve yourself. You know I've said that, but you never need to starve yourself or deprive yourself of food or feel like, oh God, I'm on a diet. You don't need to be on diets. Whether you're eating up to bulk or eating a bit down to cut. Let me know if that helped. Any questions, give me a shout. Put them in the comments. You can email me, matt@fitteryou.net. Like and subscribe. Go on. Like and subscribe. I dares you right now for more edutaining content. And you now go and have a fitter, confident day. Thank you.